Okay, it's story time. So yeah, my two buddies they went for a beer or something, and one of my buddies he just likes to dress up and look cool, and he wears bandanas and stuff. And by chance, um, some dudes were like, "Why are you part of?" Some gang, and I'm like, and well, it wasn't me, I just whatever. And he's like, no. And they're like, well, you can't wear a blue bandana. And he's like, well, I don't care, bro, like I just dress for fashion. And they and he's like, leave me alone, like, and whatever. And they like started to beat him up and do all this stuff, and there was a fight, and someone pulled a knife and they slashed whatever. And yeah, so like there was a fight. And basically the reason I'm making this video, I got tetanus is when you step on something rusty, and said rusty thing causes you to have lockjaw. I actually have brain damage, surprisingly, and I can barely remember stuff. So at first I started wearing this on my head because I had a pink one. Keeps my head warm and my hair kind of to the side and out of my face. And then my friend called me and we were hanging out and he told me the story. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. How could they do that? Like, you're just some dude and they don't realize. So I went and did some research. And it just so happened that it was getting cold out and I have brain damage. So I always need to be able to, like, if I go outside by mistake and it's freezing, I can die. So I watched the video, and it doesn't make sense to me because apparently these blue guys, the only thing is you're not supposed to wear this on the left side, which I don't because I respect other people's religions or whatever, even if it might be ridiculous. So I started wearing this, and for the cold, and I guess if anyone ever like was like, why do you wear that? The truth is, it's just cold outside, and I have tetanus, so I'm really embarrassed of my face, and I have brain damage, so like it all kind of fell down, like whatever. And weed actually helps a lot, like because I get like searing pain throughout my whole body. It's like being on fire. And sometimes if I don't have a little bit of wine or weed or yoga or anything that's like very relaxing for the brain, I basically can't walk. And surprisingly, from the research video, apparently you're like these guys, well, the ones that wear it on the left side, their religion is to actually protect and support the sick. And I actually grew up in sick kids and in hospitals, and I think that's really cool, surprisingly. What I don't think is cool is this like turf stuff that people have to go stab each other, because you really don't. First of all the like drug stuff, at least the weed, is all gonna go to the government. You see, like my whole face like is retarded here. It really helps me to not feel embarrassed. Anyway, I got one of these. These are cool. Handmade. forget what it's called. And yeah, so those guys out there, like, if you see someone wearing blue, and especially if it's not on the side, like, it's part of religion to help the sick. And for like the other side, the guys, I guess, who wear red, the true test of a strong person is the true test of a strong person, or somebody, or a man, or whatever it is actually to support the weak. Anyone who's weak or hurt or whatever, if you're actually a strong person, then if you're actually a strong person, then anyone who's hurt, you will make sure that they live or have a good life or eat good food. And like, I believe in social capitalism. If you know, capitalism is key. We don't really have many other ways to express funds or money, or ways to buy services, because everything is service based. So yeah, like, basically you'll see that the Canadian government soon will actually seek out all the people who are sick or hurt and make sure that they all have housing, food, support, etc., etc. And you know, I guess Viva la France. No, that doesn't make sense. I also wear gloves. They're cool. Actually, by the religion that I follow, one is supposed to cover their fingers to this knuckle here. This knuckle. And I don't have currently a way. I guess I could cut the fingers off on here, but I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how to deal with the plastic part. Yeah. Anyway, if you want to follow me on Facebook or whatever, I believe in the world of bouncy castles for everybody. Meaning, there, you know, there's a way for people to actually heal. And thank you. Yeah, don't beat people up. Like, you know, have conversations. If you're a true martial artist or a fighter, like, you just you won't get into fights. You won't you know, like, you can talk with words. Words work. That's how we get taught in kindergarten. You know what I mean? So always learn how to have a conversation. Always, you know, if you do need to fight, take it to a dojo, like a real dojo, like go spar or keep things safe, like Marshmallow.